Cooking tonight. Welcome to the stream if you're just getting here. We're making red beans and rice, and I'm running all over my apartment because I'm trying to get stuff set up here while I'm starting the stream. So welcome to the stream if you're just getting here. We got a long process ahead of us, so let's get into it. Let me get you guys attached to the gimbal here because that's kind of important part of the process. And attach this. Can't forget the battery pack because this is going to take so long. Phone's probably going to die while we're doing it. Hello, the real James Plays. Welcome to the stream. I'm bouncing the freaking gimbal and camera all over the place. All right, there's that. Let me throw the fisheye on so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Bailey Wade, what's going on, Bailey Wade? Hope you're having a good night. We are. We're making red beans and rice at almost 10 o'clock at night. Totally acceptable time to make dinner. All right, let's see here. Are we balanced? Heck no, we're not. Oh, well, it's probably because we don't have that. Hold on, I'm doing good. Bailey Wade, how are you doing? That's the real question out here. All right, now I think we're balanced. Wah! We're so balanced, we're tipping over. All right, good enough for me. Let's whip this thing on. Nico Scoloidis is in the freaking chat. Holy crap, the gimbal is on. What's up, everybody? Let me get this shared really quick. I hope everybody's having a good night. Nico, good to freaking see you. Fly Tomorrow, holy crud, good to see you. Finally, a cooking stream. I should go buy a lottery now. There you go, Fly Tomorrow. Go buy your lottery ticket, 100%. Let me get this shared really quick, and then we can get going. I've already got red beans cooking in a pot over here. Those are going to take a minute to cook, so I wanted to start them early. So we're not sitting here all night making red beans and rice. All right, mentally exhausted, but your lies make it better. That's good to hear, Bailey Wade. I am physically exhausted. I have been working like crazy this week in terms of work and working on my apartment and all sorts of stuff. So I went paintballing earlier in the week, and I think you were there for that, Bailey Wade, or VB for Life, one of the 2 or 3. VB for Life, good to see you. What is up, VB? All right, let me get this video shared here quick. Share, copy link. All right. Yes, that's me. Good to be in the live. Zach Bright, what's up, Zach? Good to freaking see you in the live stream tonight. We are cooking dinner way too freaking late. Cooking red beans and rice, Zach. I don't know if you've ever made that, heard of that, but that's what we're cooking. You moved apartment? Flat tomorrow? No, I did not move apartment. This is still same apartment. Maybe it looks a little browner than usual. Trying to share this. Hold on. Okay, all right. Not what I wanted. There we go. 2 seconds, chat. There we go. All right, we're posting it. We're posting it. We're good. All right, let's start the freaking show out here. We got a whole package of bacon. We're only going to make 4 slices, but we're going to cook this up right now. Welcome to the stream, everybody who's just getting here. We're cooking red beans and rice. Let me flip you guys around so you can, oh, God, see what we're doing here. We're throwing a pan on the old stove. We're going to break out some bacon. Got our recipe right there. Let's break this sucker out. Misty Love, I got bad news. What is your bad news, Misty Love? I'm sorry to hear you got bad news, but if you feel like sharing, let us know. We're definitely out here for you. Pickle Plays, Worth the Bird. Thank you for the freaking Worth the Bird pickle. Good to freaking see you back. Very glad to see it. We got some, what the hell? What the helly? We got some Black Forest seasoned thick cut bacon because it was on heckin' sale today, so I always recommend buy the cheapest freaking bacon you can find. It's all shite at the end of the day. So, you know, just buy whatever's cheap. All right, got the griddle going. We're going to cook some bacon. We're cooking beans in here right now, so we don't have to wait an hour for those to soften. Thank you for the freaking star, Pickle Plays. Freaking, I don't know how to make a star with my hands, but shout out to you, Pickle Plays. Thank you for the star. All right, let that pan heat up. I don't really want to throw this on there until it's heated up. We also got to break out tons of freaking stuff like spices and whatnot. Oh, where are the spices and the seasonings? I don't even remember. Spices, seasonings. Okay, we don't need salt because we're using Creole seasoning here. Freaking Tony Chacheries? I don't know. Tony Chacheries, Creole seasoning. Bada bing, bada boom. Cayenne pepper. What else? I think we got everything else in the fridge except bay leaves. I don't know what the heck I did with the bay leaves, but... Oh, you know what? They're probably in the freaking fridge, too, because I think I bought stinking fresh bay leaves like an idiot. I recommend using... yeah, I brought fresh bay leaves. I recommend using dry bay leaves anytime you're using bay leaves, but you know what? We'll use some fresh ones because we bought them. Green pepper. Get that out. Onion, celery. Oh my goodness. Cheese sticks, JK. All right, got that. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Andouille sausage, something like that. That's what we're putting in here for the protein besides the bacon, because the bacon ain't gonna do it. Definitely gonna want to pick up some of this if you're making red beans and rice. I feel you, Bailey. Oh, Ben, you redacted your message. Cooper's Baseball says it's pronounced Shashiris? Shashiris, Tony. Shashiris. Well, thank you very much, whoever just said that. Cooper, Baseball, and Fishing. Shout out to you for helping me pronounce this crazy freaking Tony name. All right. I can start chopping stuff in the meantime. I don't know. Let's throw some bacon on and see if it'll start cooking for us. All right. Oh, yeah. No. That sounds like a big no to me. Okay. We're going to just set that right there for 2 seconds, and we're going to chop some celery and bacon and onion on a cutting board somewhere. Boom. Boom. Onion. I don't know what we should start with. Celery. I also got to not forget the green onions, or the chives. You know what? I'm going to go out and get the chives right freaking now. We got the freaking Crocs. We're all set up here. Let's go. We got the Crocs and we got socks on the floor, which is interesting. All right, let's go grab some chives outside, right? Welcome to the stream. If you're just getting here, yeah, we're cooking, but for some reason we're outside. Oh my goodness, what have I done to the gimbal? All right, hold on here. I'm restarting the gimbal because it just tweaked out. Okay, there we go. Now it's happy. All right, we got a little chive plant growing in the ground here, so I'm just gonna pull some out. Hopefully it'll keep on keeping on once I steal half of its leaves. Yeah, something like that. All right. Bada bing, bada chive. All right. We're just doing this for seasoning, so we'll something cheeseless. All right, yeah, something like that, sure, perfect. Super clean and sanitary. All right, celery over here. Let's start chopping some celery. We need a whole freaking cup of celery. Oh my God. Gimbal's tweaking. Oh, Trashy, yesterday I made churros and crab. BB for life. Holy shit. That sounds like a wild combination, but that also sounds pretty freaking good at the same time. I love churros. I do love crab. I hope you dunked it in a bunch of butter. I don't know how much celery is 2 cups, but that one looks like shite. These all kind, like, this one looks green as heck. This one looks yellow as hell. All right. Where's the green celery at? There we go. That's the color I'm looking for. That is not. Dude, what are you doing, celery providers? All right, that one's green. Oh my God, that one's like gross as hell. Oh my God. All right. That's got to be close to a cup, right? I don't know. Let's go on the safer side. Let's pull out another one that's not green. All right, there we go. That should be a cup-ish. And make sure you freaking wash your vegetables, chat, because that's heckin' unsanitary and will probably give you food poisoning if you don't. Nico Schoolitis Trashy, I just came back from Detroit, Michigan, and it's disgusting. LOL, Nico, I'm sorry to hear that. At least your trip to Chicago wasn't disgusting. Miley Cyrus, Fox is known for yellow celery? Oh, well, that's definitely who we've got here, right here. The yellow celery provider. All this celery is going in the garbage. Yeah. Actually, that one's kind of green, but it's dented. All right, so let's start chopping this freaking celery up. Oh, it's actually boiling more than I'd like it to be. All right, chopping the celery. Get rid of the gross tips. I just dumped bean water in the freaking pan. Trashy, soon I'm going to, I need to turn this camera so I can see what the heck y'all are saying out here. Maybe zoom out a little. Trashy, soon I'm going to Utah. Heck yeah, VB for life. I hope the Mormons treat you well out there. I hear it's, I don't know who's been watching the Brixton minifig saga, but holy crud, those Mormons do be on something. Yeah, I want to say that the ratio of Mormons to non-Mormons in Utah is like somewhere around like 45% Mormon to whatever 55% non-Mormon. So I hope those Mormons treat you right out there, VB for life, and I hope you enjoy your time. It is a beautiful state. I myself wish it wasn't inhabited by Mormons, but that's all right. There's a lot of good Mormons out there, I'm sure. Oh my goodness, Misty Love is deleting somebody's comments. I kind of want to see what they said. Can I have, oh my goodness, Pickle Plays, not if you freaking spam the chat, 100% no. Miley Cyrus says no, Pickle. When you're chopping the celery for this, I would recommend chopping it in all different sizes. It definitely shrinks down, but it's some really thin pieces in there ain't the worst thing in the world either. Also, I'm supposed to be measuring this, and I'm probably not going to at the end of the day. Dude, cut 5 of those celery at once. Oh, who the heck said that? Murph, you're genius, brother. All right, give me some. I'm putting that one over there. We're chopping the ends off all these, and then we're chopping 5 celery at once. Holy crap. I was about to make this live stream 4 hours because I'm chopping celery 1 stick at a freaking time. All right, let's get rid of all that. Yeah, get out of here. I turn every meal I make into a 5-hour expedition. Jesus, Murph, thank you for the freaking pro tip. Sorry, my thing is being weird. No problem, Pickle Plays, but please don't spam. This is definitely the worst cutting technique in the world. But at least we got 5 going instead of just 1. Holy crap. Oh, what the hecking is that? All right. I would have been done by now. Nico, I bet you would have, brother. I feel like you're an excellent cook, and I'm probably much wiser than I am. All right, that's got to be a cup of celery, right? Probably more than a cup of, let's send it. Let's chop up a little more. I've never been mad about having more vegetables in something. We do need to get through this together, though, so. Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to say, yeah, I don't know, send it, right? Chat's going to get annoyed with how much celery. That's 2 cups, says Miley Cyrus. You know what? That might be 2 cups. I don't know. I'm calling it good, Miley Cyrus. Thank you for cutting me the heck off. Somebody needed to. All right. I should start a plate. Sure. One of the random mismatch plates that I have because I broke the others. All right. That looks like fiber. I fly tomorrow. I mean, this is definitely probably fibrous. There is definitely fibers I can literally see in this. So. 100, brother. You know what? Some of that celery was quite large, so I'm just gonna give it a nice little chop through. All right, sure. All right, get that the heck out of the way. Let's get our freaking onion out. I don't know if I'm weird for this, but I don't really wash onions, but maybe you should. I pretty much just like chop off a side and then peel the outside, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do, but you shouldn't, because that'll probably give you food poisoning, because I have not verified that it doesn't. So If you're chopping an onion, definitely wash it. If I'm chopping an onion, don't do what I do. I thought I chopped through that. And the outside is quite green. All right. Hate to see it. Okay, this is probably not, yeah, I got probably the worst quality vegetables I probably ever could have. What do y'all think, Chad? Is that like way too green? I don't know. I'm cooking with it. Let's peel another layer off. Oh my God. 56 people in the live. Thank you all 56 people who are watching me chop a freaking onion right now. We're making red beans and rice, chat, so if you're just getting here, I hope you've never made red beans and rice before, because we're teaching you how. Probably the wrong way. Yeah, let's do it like that. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna dice this up, but yeah, we're doing it this way. Blah, Valor Star, welcome to the freaking live. Good to see you back. Thank you for tuning in. 64 freaking people. You're doing great. Miley Cyrus, thank you so much for the words of encouragement. I always question it. All right. Something like that. I'm probably going to chop way more than a cup of onion too here, but we're sending it. Like I said, there's no such thing as too much vegetables, right? That's what my doctor would tell me. Y'all, it is so hot out here in Illinois today. My air conditioning has been running literally like nonstop. I hear it stop, and then like 2 minutes later, it turns right back on. Okay, yeah, that's diced. Sure. Okay. Move that over there. What do you think, Miley Cyrus? Is that a cup? I'm sending it. I'm doing more. I'm gonna chop that section off, and we're just gonna use that and that, I think. Right? Yeah. Okay. Hey, my eyes aren't even watering yet. This is great. All right, that's definitely more than a cup, but that's what we're using. All right, there's our celery. Let's just throw that on the same dang plate. Oh, my Lord. All right, and now we need some green pepper, but I also probably need to put that in a bag if I'm not just going to throw it in the garbage like a degenerate. Haha, Canada Trail Boss, welcome to the freaking stream. Are you from Canada, Trail Boss? Because we do love some Canadians in the chat. Murph says, oh, I'm 2 hours east of Toronto. Hot as hell here in Canada. Hot as heel. How hot are heels, Murph? Let me know. God, oh my God, God is good. Thank you for the freaking star. God is good, and thank you for reminding me God is good with your freaking name, brother. Appreciate it. All right. Next, we're doing up the green onion here. Looks like I'm holding it hostage in this bag. I'm gonna wash the green onion because that you definitely need to wash, chat. I don't think that this is gonna give us a cup, but we're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna pull a Jesus here and turn one single pepper into more than a cup. All right. Let's core this thing out. You know, I don't mind stealing the bottom. Throw that in the garbage disposal, and we gotta, you know, I honestly don't hate some freaking seeds either, but probably gonna try and wipe those off there. Trashy just read at Misty Chat for once. She is saying something for a while. Okay, I got you. I'm so sorry, Misty Love. Trashy, my boyfriend had a seizure. Please read it. I'm sorry to hear that, Misty Love. Is he doing okay now? Did he get diagnosed with a seizure condition? I hope not, but I also don't know why else you would have a seizure. Unless you hit your head really hard. Which isn't good either. Either way, I'm sorry, very sorry to hear that, Misty Love. Hope he's doing better. I'm watching out for your comment. Mark Masser says, Summit, New Jersey is cool. I know the area well. I live in New Jersey. For 35 years, I went to school in Princeton. Oh, heck yeah, and Newark. Summoners just around the corner. Dr. Mark. Heck yeah. Mark Masser. Yeah, Mark Masser. I don't know how to pronounce anybody's name, Mark, so thank you for being here, and that's freaking awesome that you're from and know New Jersey very well. Love to have you in my chat. Thank you for being here. All right. That's green pepper. I'm going to dump... This is a violation because there's already a pan in the sink, but I'm going to dump seeds and whatnot into that sink. Get off of there, seeds. We don't want you. Bada bing, bada, get the heck out of my pepper. All right. I'm so... Stoned Ape? Holy crud. I feel like that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Stoned Ape, welcome to the freaking stream. I feel like you're coming back. If not, welcome. Well, it was about 4 hours ago. Holy crud. Misty Love, I'm still looking out for your comment. How is he doing? Maddie, oh my goodness. If it's really annoying, then just ignore it. You're being annoying by ruining the mood. Oh my goodness. Maddie is calling the people out in the chat. Thank you for wrangling these people out here, Maddie. And being a mod. Oh my god, the whole dang thing almost fell. God is good. Thank you for the freaking chili and support on the stream, brother. God is good because you are in my chat. Thank you for being here. All right. All right, I need to chop this faster, right, chat? 100%. How the heck do you chop a green pepper, though? They're such awkward shapes. He is doing awesome, but has a doctor's appointment on Thursday to see what is causing it. All right. Well, that's very, very good to hear, Misty Love. I am so glad to hear that he is doing better. And hopefully his doctor finds something. Because if you're having seizures, there's got to be something going on there. And it sounds like he didn't hit his head. So hopefully he's going to be all right. And hopefully they can maybe get him on some type of track where he won't have as many seizures or won't have any seizures, hopefully. I wish him luck. All right. Chopping a bell pepper as slow as I physically can. We're nailing it. Absolutely nailing it. I'll keep you updated on it. Misty Love, yes, please do keep me updated on it. I would love to know and hear that he's doing better. Kenny T says 5 seizures this last 6 months. Life is good though. Kenny T, I'm glad to hear you're keeping up a positive freaking vibe. That's what I love to hear out here. I'm sorry you're having seizures as well. I hope you saw a doctor and are getting some help with that and or getting that completely fixed. But thank you for being in my live stream and dropping a comment, keeping my chat alive down there, Kenny. Even though you're having seizures, you're still loving life. I love to hear it. It's the type of positive energy we need in the chat. All right. So missing so many comments. Hey, hear me out. If you make me mod, I will delete everyone's comments so your chat will be clean as a boiled egg. It'll just be me and you fly tomorrow. I like it. I like it. We are going to have to do a subscriber-only stream sometime, though. because some of y'all people been subscribed forever and y'all deserve it. And I've not been doing subscriber-only streams in a while. Maybe this is going to be more than a cup of green pepper, which honestly I'm happy about. Just lost a piece, so maybe a cup and minus one piece. Cutting technique on fleek out here, 100% chat. Rate the cuts in the comments. Roast me to heck. Shifty Z says, hey brother, change your cutting board, make it wood, change your oils, man. Well, 100% change my oils, Shifty. That is a great advice because I own a freaking BMW. Yes, I 100% should change my cutting board, and I've been thinking about getting a wood one, but honestly, I don't think there's any great solution for cutting boards. From what I understand, there's 3 different types of cutting boards. There's glass cutting boards, there's wood cutting boards, and there's plastic cutting boards. Obviously, plastic has got to be the worst, and that's what I'm using right now, which is super unfortunate, but I'm sure wood would be better, but I hear that wood still gets in your food if you use a wood cutting board, probably better than plastic or getting small shards of glass / whatever they use in those glass cutting boards, which I think is silicon or, yes, borax. I don't even know. Some type of horrible glass to consume, so you're right. I probably should just get a wood cutting board. Does anybody in chat have a good idea on what to make cutting boards out of that wouldn't kill me? Maybe just, I don't know. Maybe just cut stuff on my hand. Skin cells can't kill me, right? Or maybe that'll be cannibalism. I don't know. I'm just a kid. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the freaking live stream. I'm just a kid. Good to freaking see you out here. It's been too long. For both of us. Mark Masser says, there are also stainless steel cutting boards. Ooh, that sounds like that will dull the crud out of my knives. But you know what? I feel like maybe just buying knives more often is probably better than consuming. Well, the other thing about wood, too, that I've heard is that it harbors bacteria. And I don't know. I'm a real stickler for harboring bacteria. I don't like that. I'd be obsessively washing my hands throughout the day. I wouldn't consider myself a germaphobe, but who the heck likes germs? All right, let's get this freaking finished. Marble is the best. Oh, okay, all right. Who the heck said that? Nico, your infinite wisdom is constantly showing. Mark Masters, stainless steel cutting board of practically indestructible, but they are hell on the edge of a knife. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I try to / tend to buy expensive knives, and then dulling them and sharpening them a bunch is not exactly what I want to be doing, but if it makes me healthier and consume less BS, I am into it. Although the marble cutting board, that does seem where it's at. Nico, I think you're totally onto something right there. Wow, let's lose some more green pepper, right? All right. Get me through this green pepper. That's got to be more than a cup of green pepper. Okay, so it turns out, Chad, that 1 green pepper equals more than a cup, I would say. But I am glad for it because I love vegetables. So let's skirt this off onto the freaking cutting board. All right, and we got our beans. Jesus. The beans were boiling over just as I freaking looked at them. All right, I need to calm those suckers down. We need to cook bacon because I've had this pan heating up for, I don't know, probably 20 minutes. I don't know. How long have I been running alive? 30 minutes. Okay, this pan's been heating up for 30 minutes, so I think it's ready for some bacon. We're cooking 4 slices here. That should be enough. If you want to go more, go more. It's probably not the healthiest, but you know, I'm cooking on a plastic cutting board. How would you feel if I told you I was watching you on my phone and TV? I would freaking love that, Maddie. Heck yes. Thank you for double streaming me on your phone and your TV. That is some baller gangster shiitake right there. You know what? I'm sending it. Move over, bacon. We're putting a fish strip on. I want heart disease this year. It has seeds. It's a fruit, not a vegetable. I don't think bacon is a fruit. Maybe you're back in the stream. I don't know. Trashy, did you read my comment, Misty Love? I totally missed it again. Let me find it. Oh, I see you redacted a comment, Misty Love, if that's what I'm looking for. Corey CA says, proud of you, bruh. Thank you, Corey CA. I appreciate that if you're still here. Congratulations on coming out. Thank you so much. Joseph Rogan is in the chat. Holy crud. We got Joseph Rogan. OGGR Shadow says, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, 918, brother, good video, YouTube chat. Thank you very much, OG Junior Shadow 9183. Shout out to you, brother. Misty Love, I cannot find your comment. And Deborah Timms is dropping hearts in the chat. Thank you, Deborah. Holy crud, I missed a lot of comments there. No God says green bell peppers. Oh, okay. Green bell peppers are a fruit. Gotcha. Okay. So we're eating fruits and vegetables. I love to hear that. Thank you for educating me. Apparently my book learning didn't do me everything I needed to in school. And I just got new tongs, so let's freaking use them. Oh, jeez. Right as I tip the whole freaking thing over here. Y'all are always yelling at me for cutting, or not cutting, but flipping food with my bare hands. So we got some tongs, and we're going to use them. What's up, Big? And what's up, Josh Crum? Love the freaking name. Is that your real name, Josh? It's a BA name. Don't worry about the black edges because this bacon came with black edges. Actually, maybe that's actually more black edges than I'd like to see, but this bacon did come with black edges. Holy crud. Apparently simmer is hot as heck. I think the black edges, I don't know what's going on with that. We definitely need to turn it down. But like, for real though, bacon check out here, the bacon came with black edges, so I think that's what's going on. What is that? Wait, that is what Misty Love said? Oh my god, I freaking missed it. Okay, story time. My BF first seizure, he was really sick and I didn't understand what a seizure is, but now I do. Okay, Misty Love, I'm glad you're educating yourself, and hopefully you're not getting more comfortable with it, but calming down on the matter, because that is really scary. But you know what? If there's nothing you can do about it, you just got to accept it sometimes, and it is what it is. I hope it gets better, though. All right, we're going to let that bacon chill for a minute and just slowly cook. I'm going to think if there's anything else I can do here. We got our recipe written on a sheet of test printer paper. All right. Oh, we got to chop sausage. That's what we got to do next out here, chat. We chop the vegetables. We got to chop the sausage. I totally should have started that bacon like 20 minutes ago. Also, I didn't do it, but you totally should. Wash your cutting board in between cutting everything, including meats and vegetables and everything, because you never know what's transferring from one thing to another. So we're gonna wash the cutting board now that I remembered to do that. So let's do it up. I don't know if you have to like soap it the heck up, but you probably should. I'm not gonna, but you probably should. Also got to get all the plastic particles off it in between cutting, right? For my wood cutting board guy out there. Mark, I think that's you. All right. All right, again, we're using, I don't know how to pronounce it, andouille sausage, something like that. We're going to use 3 of them. I got 4. We're using, actually, I don't know. Maybe we will use 4 since we just cut so many. I don't know. I'm using 3. We got bacon. Zip that up and throw it back in the fridge quick. Bada bing, bada fridge. That'll be breakfast one of these days. All right, and let's use, I want to say Mark's cutting technique, where he's telling me to cut 3 things at once instead of just 1 at once. I'm gonna like cut these into discs and then quarter, I think, the discs. Probably don't even need this lid on this pot, to be honest. All right, how many chats have I missed? A few. Joseph Rogan, no cursing. Thank you for reminding him, Maddie. I'm the best Timu Joe Rogan out. Love to hear it, Joseph Rogan. We do love, I don't know, we don't love Timu, but we don't love Joe Rogan either, to be honest, but he's aight, he's aight. Thank you for not being the real Joe Rogan. How about that, Joseph Rogan? Thank you for not being the real Joe Rogan. That dude is on something. What you cooking for dinner, bro? Ben, we are cooking red beans and rice. This is a bunch of andouille sausage that we are chopping up right now, and then we're going to start cooking stuff for real. My goodness. Nothing like dinner at 11 o'clock, right? Actually, it's probably going to be 12 by the time I finish this, knowing how I cook. Oh, Lord. Cutting the last back ends of these is not easy. Holy crud. Screwed that up. My blood sugar's getting low just thinking about this. I'm stressed. Misty Love, why are you stressed? Don't be stressed. We're just cooking red beans and rice. You can't be stressed when you're cooking red beans and rice. It's got to be relaxed. Otherwise, you might chop your fingers off. Don't do that. All right. I don't know. Should I chop the ends of those up? There's something about the ends of sausages that just disturbs me. Yeah, no. 100% no. Don't worry, I'm going to wet my counter up after this chat. All right. We are going to attempt to quarter these up, but, you know, probably 90% of them are not going to be. Oh, I love taking 45 minutes to do something that should take 5. All right. Let's get a stack going here. That's how I should be doing this. Mark's probably already called it out in the chat. Here we go. Holy crud, chat is moving. Trashy, I'm tired, but I want to watch your live because they are so fun. VB for life, thank you so much for honestly hitting every single freaking live I post in some form or fashion. I see you on the replays sometimes, but I pretty much see you in every stinking live, and that is honestly amazing to me. I don't know how. I mean, you obviously got the bell icon ring, so thank you for that. If y'all don't have the bell icon ring and you're not subscribed yet, 100% hit the freaking bell icon. VB's definitely got it hit. MVP out here. All right. We're quartering up these sausages for the people that are just getting here. Probably doing the worst job in the world, but you know, we're getting it done in relatively short time. Look at that stack of sausages. This is dangerous. This is where things go wrong. All right, let's not do that. Let's do that. I'm losing it. Oh, Lord. All right. I don't know if it's the haste or my overwhelming hunger that is sabotaging me right now, but at least we're getting it done in relatively short timing. This is usually, I mean, you've got to cook the beans for a while, which is why I already have them cooking, so This is usually like a 2 to 3 hour recipe. Actually, no, more like a 3 hour recipe, but we're going to do it in 2 today. If I hit 12 o'clock by the time I finish this, I'm going to be pissed. All right, there's all of our sausage. That is about how much you should have. Let's start cooking. Oh my God, did I forget about the bacon? No, we're good. It's looking slightly effed. I don't know, we might recook the bacon, TBH. We don't need it until kind of the end, so. Y'all can be the judge of how bad I effed this bacon. That's 100% effed, right? Not hating, just stating. Nate Hoyves. All right, I got to find your comment here, brother. Worst knife handling skills so far. I appreciate it, Nate. Thank you for calling that out. Somebody call out the bacon, because I feel like I burnt the shite out of this. Chef Trashy, I mistook the fingers for sausages and no longer have any fingers. Oh my freaking lord, Maddie. What's up, Silliest Goose? Thank you for joining the live stream. Flowers, holy crud, good to see you too. Hey, can y'all tell Trashy I said hi? Have to leave. Flowers, I see you out here. Hello. Thank you for being here and have a good night. I hope you enjoyed it while you were here. Kevin says it's perfect. I mean, honestly, it's not horrible. Like, the edges were already black, and that's my excuse for why it looks all black right now, because it's definitely not great. I don't know. We're going to try and salvage this. We'll see. We'll see. We might end up recooking that. I'm going to... I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do here, because I need another burner. Can I fit that on one? We're going to try. Oh, actually, I can pull these out because we're going to start cooking. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull these beans out, put them in a bowl, because we're going to cook everything in there. I don't know if that's a big enough bowl. I don't think so. All right, we're using the fancy salad bowl, I guess, because that's the only big bowl I have. Ooh, almost shattered the salad bowl. That would have been a good one. All right, we're gonna have to drain those in. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we won't. We might use that liquid / reuse that liquid. All right, so we're gonna throw all of this sausage in this bowl here with one hand, and we're gonna cook it down until it's getting greasy, but not. Let's see, do I have a spatula? I definitely do, because I just bought one. We're gonna cook it down until it's getting greasy, but we don't want to brown it, so that is the trick here. I'll keep you updated, Trashy. Misty Love, thank you for doing that. I very much appreciate that. Wait, VB, aren't you leaving? If VB's leaving, have a good night, VB. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being #1 in terms of hitting dang near every stinking stream. Very much appreciate you out here. Shout out to all the mods, including Maddie, VB, Misty Love, Silliest Goose. Who the heck else? I think that's it. Shout out mods. Thank you guys. Yeah, all right. This should be doing something, I think, right? Let's see. What does our recipe say here? Cut the sausage. Cook the sausage. Oh, we got to chop garlic. All right, y'all. Let's chop some freaking garlic. I don't believe in leaving spoons and stuff. I think that's slight sketch in terms of leaching chemicals into stuff. I'm gonna wash this cutting board up again. Break out some garlic. I pretty much buy garlic every time I go to the store, so like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's still good. Let's run it. I got a whole clove still in there. All right, our beans are chilling. We've got a huge mess going. It looks like I'm cooking today. Yeah, okay. Break out some garlic here, bump the gimbal, why not? Deshell some garlic. I'm gonna do more than 3 cloves because these cloves are like tiny. Yeah, sure. Gotta use up your vegetables, though. Actually, is garlic a vegetable? I think it is. Onions are a vegetable. Garlic's basically an onion, right? Is the sausage also made from pork, Dr. Mark? Yes, the sausage is made from pork, the sausage that I'm using. Unless Mr. Mark is talking about some alternative type of sausage, the one I'm using is definitely pork. I don't know, I mean, I wonder what it would be like if you used a beef sausage or alternative option. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but somebody should try it, so I don't have to wonder. Ooh, get out of here. I feel like this garlic is making my eyes water, which is kind of weird. Because VB, I forgot to say goodbye. VB, have a good night. Murph says, before you start up the fry pan, use 020 motor oil. It's a good recommendation. Murph. I'm getting you and Mark confused now, Murph. All right, we're supposed to finely chop this, but you know, I'm so impatient right now that this is probably going to be more on the coarse side. We'll see. Oh, Lord. I hate chopping garlic. It's slimy, it's slippery. I should have a freaking garlic mincer press thing by now, but for some reason, I just don't. Somebody send one of those to the P.O. box so you don't have to watch me chop garlic anymore. I'm going to eat. Whoever said that, have a good time eating. I hope your food is good. Gotta stir this sausage over here before it starts browning. You're just trying to release some of the oils. You really don't want to, like, start caramelizing anything, really. Get the spoon out there. I'm wasting my cuts. Should be hitting all of this stuff in one go, but I'm just doing tiny little pieces. All right, I love just dragging this out, chat. It was me, Trashy Maddie. Okay, you're going to eat. Have a good freaking dinner. I love that you're eating at, I would assume, 9 or 10 o'clock like I am. Nothing like dinner in the evening. All right, holy crud, I barely cut that thing. All right, we gotta finely chop this, which it's already not finely chopped for crap, but we got it. You just keep jamming it under the knife. Eventually you'll hit it all, right? Lith says, well, he's cooking. You won't get a full blows response. Great way to get burned. LOL. Yeah, unfortunately, when I'm cooking, I'm horrible at responding to comments. But we will do a live stream later this week where I'll just chat with the chat, and I will get to, hopefully, all of your comments. So make sure you got the bell icon rang so you don't miss it. And make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Blown. Good night, VB, says Mark. Thank you for saying good night to VB, Mark. What are you cooking, Shelly or Skelly Girl? I am cooking red beans and rice tonight, Skelly Girl. What did you have for dinner tonight, Skelly Girl? Or have you not eaten yet either? Right now we're just chopping up a bunch of garlic, because if you're making food, you might as well throw some garlic in it, right? Actually, this recipe 100% calls for it, but I'll be putting garlic in everything. Sorry, I had to stir the sausage we're cooking over here. I had Oh my goodness, I'm gonna mess this up. Bow puppy? What is that, Skelly Girl? What in the heck is that? Or is that just a massive typo that I am still butchering? All right, we're getting to a fine consistency here, which is exactly what I said I needed to do. Silliest Goose, have a good night. I almost missed your comment. Heading out. Have a good night, Silliest Goose. Thank you for being here. I hope I catch you on the next one. Thank you for all the support and being a solid chat member. Liz says, I made leafless chicken salad for my boys, and not as good as it could be. What is leafless chicken? Is that like a pasta salad kind of thing, but pastaless? I'm gonna cut myself out here. I do love a good pasta salad. There's nowhere in my freaking area that I have been able to find a good pasta salad. Everybody has pasta salad, but it's all like some dang near store-bought, right out the can stuff. There's got to be somewhere in Chicago that's got some good pasta salad. I just don't know where it's at. No lettuce, something that will last later into this week. Gotcha, okay. Salad with no lettuce. That actually, I mean, that sounds up my alley, I'm not going to lie, but I do love vegetables. All right. We're getting to the point here where the sausage is starting to release some oil, so I think I'm going to add the vegetables, because once the sausage starts kind of like, I don't know what you want to call it, reducing? No, that's not the word. Once the sausage starts cooking down and you get some oils going in the bottom of the pan there, then that is your time to add the vegetables. I'm going to wash my hands because they're covered in sticky freaking garlic. Style Audit A1, what is going on? Oh, the pot pie. Holy crud. Heck yeah, Skelly Girl. I love pot pie. I actually, that's something I should make on stream. I used to make homemade pot pies. Haven't in a while. I've got, hold on. I'm getting distracted out here. I've got, where the hell are they? Got these little things to make pot pies that the bottoms pop out of, so you can get the pot pie out of there. But I haven't used those in a while. Should definitely do that on stream. Skelly Girl, thank you for the freaking idea. All right, we're dumping a whole bunch of vegetables into the sausage mix. Let's read our recipe so we don't forget anything here. Antics Mom Squirrel says, okay, off to get dinner. You're making me hungry. Antics Mom Squirrel, I'm so sorry. I constantly do that to people, and I'm 100% to blame. I mean, I hope you go get something good and fill yourself up out there. Probably could have diced all of that stuff a little bit thinner, but that's all right. All right, let's read our chicken scratch recipe here. Hold on, I actually need to read it and not you. Cook until soft, then add the garlic. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to cook this until it's soft. I think I actually totally burnt this bacon. I am totally throwing this out. All right. Let's see if I can mop his mud. Holy crud. That is a disgrace right there. Okay, it's going in the sink for now until we figure out a better place for that. All right, let's remake this bacon after we, I don't know. I don't think I have any, I can dump this on a plate. Let's do that. Oh, chat. Gotta love it. All right, we're just gonna dump this on this plate for now to not dump it down the drain. Don't grease down the drain, chat. Look at all that black shite. All right, let me grab a paper towel and scrape this sucker out. That's what happens when you're live streaming and cooking. Forget about the most important thing, the bacon. All right, well, I'm gonna get cancer one day anyway, so I guess we'll live with that amount of black stuff in the bottom of the pan. I should probably just go get another pan because I got like 6 of them sitting in the drawer, but this one's already hot, so let's cook bacon and not burn it this time. And luckily we still have 4 slices left, which is exactly what I said you should use, and I guess that's exactly what I'm going to end up using. Alright, let's turn that down even more, because somehow simmer, I mean, I guess I did just totally ignore that, but like, you'd think, I don't know. Holy crud, where's the camera? That was bacon, banana, that was bacon, and this is fresh new bacon, because that was effed bacon completely. Oh, where am I? Skelly, it's okay. Oh my goodness. I have not Dean on. Oh, you haven't been on here in a while, Skelly? Well, freaking good to see you back. Thank you for tuning in tonight, Skelly. I hope you're having a good night. And considering you got pot pie for dinner, that sounds like a good night to me. Probably don't need to be stirring this much. It already smells absolutely fire in here. And not just because I'm cooking bacon. I'm going to actually throw a lid on this because we're trying to get that cooked down a little bit. Also, don't set your tongs on the counter. That's disgusting. I'm going to wipe that off. All right, chat, what are we at? We're at 56 minutes we've been cooking so far. I told y'all this is going to take a while. If you're cooking with Trashy, I mean, it's going to take a minute. Look at I am just making a mess out here. All right, let's see how this bacon's doing. I got to say, the key to cooking bacon is cooking it low and slow and just flipping it and flipping it and flipping it and flipping it. And I didn't do any of that. I apparently seared the crud out of it right off the bat, flipped it one time, and yeah, that didn't work great. Also, the key to cooking nice crispy bacon is if you got a bacon press, and I do not have a bacon press. And that piece right there is not going to cook well, I can already tell, but we'll live with it. All right, let's check on these vegetables / fruit, because apparently somebody just educated me that green pepper is a fruit. That's right, happier better. Zach Bright says, I got to try some. Oh, Zach Bright, 100% you got to try this. It is one of my favorite dishes. I haven't made it in forever, because there's honestly too many things to make in this world, but very, very tasty dish. I'm back from eating. Maddie, welcome freaking back. What did you eat? Please tell me it was a Jack's Pizza. Green pepper is a fruit. Banana, that's what somebody told me in chat today. They said because it has seeds that it's a fruit. And I just believed them. Looks good. Fire. Heck yeah, Corey Mercer. Thank you for complimenting the freaking food so far. We're not even, probably not even halfway there in terms of doneness, lookingness, but that was English. But yeah, we're getting there. We still got rice we got to cook up. We still got to throw in garlic, a whole bunch of seasoning. Obviously the red beans, because this is red beans and rice, and there are literally 0 red beans in there right now. I would try it if I liked peppers. Skelly Girl, you could probably sub the peppers out for something else. I don't really know what, but try it without the peppers. Let me know how it is. No, I ate the leftovers of a sandwich I had earlier and the rest of some disgusting boneless wings. Maddie. All right, well, that's unfortunate to hear, but hopefully the sandwich was at least tolerable. Disgusting boneless wings. God dang. There's nothing like a chewy set of boneless wings / chicken. That'll ruin your night for sure. All right, we're looking for these onions to get like translucent, and they're kind of getting there, but not as translucent as I'd like to see. So we're gonna cook it for, I don't know, 2-3 more minutes here, and hopefully by then we'll have some translucent freaking onions. And actually, I'm gonna throw the lid on because that always helps everything cook down better, at least in my experience, which is limited. All right, now, okay. We were on simmer and it was like burning the bacon, and now we're on below simmer and we're not even cooking the bacon. Also, I highly recommend seasoning your bacon before you cook it, but we didn't do that, so. Because I want to keep you updated, VB. Oh, Trashy, soon I'll be sending you emails. Thank you, VB for life. I will check them out. You know, I have, I've noticed that I haven't gotten any emails recently, but I haven't been streaming super often recently, so that's probably why. Oh, yeah, I should not touch that for a second. I'm picky, so I don't like a lot. Oh my God, I'm still wearing Crocs? What in the heck? Get these the heck off. Got the super dog socks on. That's what I'm talking about. Corey Mercer says pepper on the bacon. Absolutely, Corey. 100% this bacon should have some pepper on it, but we're slacking out here today. We're making dinner at 10:44 at night. I'm starting to not like bacon, says Skelly Girl. Dang, honestly, I'm starting to not like meat in general, but, you know, I do love meat, so I still eat it, but... I actually, chat, if y'all haven't checked these out, y'all got to check these out. Meatless corn dogs from Morningstar Farms. They're actually fire. They're, in my opinion, even better than a normal corn dog. If you haven't seen those or picked any of those up, go out to wherever the heck they sell those. I don't even know where I buy them. Go pick some of those up. They're fire. All right. Oh, God dang, this smells good. The onions still aren't looking as translucent as I'd like, but I'm going to throw the garlic in anyways because we're just out here. All right, let's do it. We got non-garlic garlic. Throw that in. I'm going to turn up my heat just a tiny little bit because I feel like that might help cooking down these vegetables. I hate bacon, says Maddie. Interesting. See, bacon is one meat that I will probably never give up, but maybe one day. I do hate, like, soggy, floppy bacon, that's for sure. And I also hate burnt bacon, so, as I would expect anyone to. We're not going to mess this one up, though, because it's the last of it. And if I mess it up, I'm going to be pissed. Blasphemy, says Baby for life. Oh, no. Lilith is a bacon fan, I take it. Cannot blame you, Lilith. Welcome to the stream, everybody who's just getting here. We're cooking down some vegetables for some red beans and rice. We got onion, celery, green pepper, garlic, and... some sausage that I don't even want to try to pronounce the name on again because I'm 100% screwing it up. But some good-looking sausage. Good-smelling sausage, too. Zach, if you're still here, we picked it up at freaking KD, brother. They got everything there, man. No... oh, holy crud. Sorry, I just never liked bacon. VB for life. No worries. We still accept you out here, even though you're a bacon hater. Alright, I'm throwing the lid back on this. Gonna let that cook a little longer. And then I think we're throwing our beans in, if I'm correct. And a bunch of liquid. 3 cloves of garlic. Oh, then we're adding a whole bunch of pepper. Yeah, all of these things. Some thyme, some bay leaves. Creole seasoning. Then we add the beans. Gotcha recipe. Thank you for letting me know. All right, the bacon is getting translucent, which that's good to see. Andouille. Okay, thank you, Bob Cox. MVP in the chat right now, Bob Cox. Thank you for getting me on the pronunciation of the sausage. Andouille sausage. That's what I'm going with. I'm probably still messing it up. But thank you for helping me, Bob. I replied by email. I can resend. Ooh, style audit. I will check my email in just a second here. I got the iPad somewhere. Bob Cox, thank you, brother. Could I see the recipe? Banana, you can see the recipe. It's actually, I actually, for once, put the full freaking recipe in the description before I even made the video. So go check the description if you want the full recipe, chat. Here's my chicken scratch recipe. Chop andouille sausage, 3 of them. Cook until the oil comes out. Then we're chopping 1 cup onions, 1 cup celery, 1 cup green pepper, or wow, I can't talk. Poblano, there we go. Poblano pepper. You can sub it with the green pepper. Cook until soft, or the onions are translucent. Add 3 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. It should say finely chopped, but it doesn't. Cook for 3 to 5 minutes. I'm definitely cooking it more than that. Then we're adding the spices: pepper, cayenne, thyme, bay leaves. We're at 3 bay leaves, Creole seasoning. Then we're adding the red beans, which I have pre-cooked a little bit. Holy crud, that's disgusting. And this is disgusting too, but we're eating it. These are a bunch of red beans that we pre-cooked slightly, so we didn't have to wait 10 hours for this whole thing to cook down. Then we're adding chopped bacon after we add the red beans, which I need to not burn. Then we're adding liquids. Oh, I almost forgot. We got some chicken broth and beef broth in the back of my fridge here, along with a can of refried beans. It's probably about time to throw out. We're using, I used this for some other recipe recently, so we're using the rest of that up. We're throwing it in here. That's going to be, oh yeah. But, throw liquids in, simmer for 1 to 2 hours, but we're only cooking it 45 minutes to an hour because we already pre-cooked the beans. And then crush some of the beans up while you're stirring it. Cook white rice while it's cooking, and then that's pretty much dang near it. We also pulled some chives out of the garden. You can use green peppers or chives to garnish. I'm using chives. You don't have to use either if you don't want or you don't have. But I got it, so I'm using it. That's what bacon should look like. There we go. Not black as heck. But I will say, those edges... This is Black Forest bacon, so the edges came black already, but like the edges are deceiving. I gotta say, it looks like they're getting burnt, but they're just seasoned or smoked heavily, one of the two. I hope it's smoked. All right, welcome to the stream, everybody who's just getting here. We're making red beans and rice. We got a disgusting looking bowl of beans over there. We got a beautiful looking pot of vegetables, and sausage, which we're cooking down over here. I think that's about ready for whatever I said was next. Oh my goodness, fogging out the lens out here. Yeah, I think the spices are next, if I remember correctly, / what I just read literally 2 seconds ago. Just read my comment. I want to feel inclusive. Okay, let me find it. Fly tomorrow. I'm gonna find it. Man who can cook. Greater sign. Love it. Thank you, Fly Tomorrow. I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch of others. Skelly Girl, I'm missing your comments. I'm sorry. Project Car Edits, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you back. It's not the technique has not been used. The golden touch possesses by one who has concrete bacon, for which it will become stronger as you progress and eventually carry the legacy past it. That was a mouthful, and I'm sure I butchered the crap out of that comment, but LO Car Edits, that is hilarious. Cooking bacon is definitely a skill, and I definitely effed it up today, so hopefully the second time's a charm, right, chat? Bacon done? I don't think the bacon done, Bob Cox. I hate to say it, like, that end is not looking done. Like, this section looking done. Some of that looking done. That, I don't know. I don't like floppy bacon, Bob Cox. I don't know about you. Maybe you like a little loose, but I am a firm and crispy bacon fan. Not too firm, but it's got to have a little give. I like a beef jerky consistency of bacon. That is the ideal bacon cooked level for me. Let me know, chat. What is your ideal bacon texture? Floppy, beef jerky, totally crispy, burnt as heck? Let me know. Guys, I'm so sorry. VP for life, what are you sorry for? WD-40 tastes amazing. Project Cars, you know. It's definitely got a flavor, that's for sure. I can attest to that. Little WD-40, little brake clean. Oh, yeah. A little brake clean in the eye. Oh, yeah. I got to go. VB for life. Have a good freaking evening. Thank you very much for being here as long as you were. I very much appreciate it. All right, these onions are getting translucent, so I am adding our spices. Sorry if I keep bashing the spatula and like blowing out your ears, but I don't know. I want to get the onions off of it. All right, spices. All right, let's start with black pepper. I feel like that's a good starting point here. Let's set y'all down again. I'm gonna go crazy on the black pepper because I just love black pepper in general, and this recipe already calls for, I want to say, a tablespoon of black pepper. I might put more than that in. We'll see. Trashy, I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. Bro Chacho. Maddie, that is okay. Thank you for being here. No worries about going to bed. It is freaking late. 10:40 or 10:55 for me here. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Maddie. Very, very good to see you, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for being mod and being here. And have a good freaking night/sleep. I can't wait to go get some sleep after this. No joke. I'm going to turn these down a little bit. I'm just going to keep sending it with this black pepper. I wish I had pre-ground black pepper, but you know, this is a good workout. Could turn up a little. The bacon, Bob Cox? Actually, I could probably flip the bacon. All right, now we're getting somewhere, Bob Cox. This is looking close to done. Thank you, Maddie. The bacon is done, Sir Lilith. You're probably right, but I'm just going to send it a little bit more. Your bacon is done. Take it off. Everybody's telling me the bacon's done. Okay, fine. We'll take it. I don't know. I'm cooking it a little bit longer. Like look at the. Actually, I don't know. It does kind of have good stability. I don't know. I'm cooking it a little bit longer, chat. I appreciate you trying to save my bacon because I freaking destroyed the last batch, but I am moving the more done-looking pieces to the outsides of the pan, so hopefully it cooks a little bit less. But I still see some translucentness going on these two, so I'm cooking those a little bit longer. Actually, you know what? I should move the translucentness areas to the center. There we go. All right. Trashy likes it well done. Fly tomorrow. There you go. It's hot and soft. Yes, it is hot and soft, Bob Cox. It is. Or are you talking about something else? The grease cooks it long after you take it off. Okay. I would not doubt that. But I think I'm going to pull it out of the grease in general in just a second here. Oh my God, my arm is getting tired. This has got to be a tablespoon already, right? Oh my God. It's almost 12 in the morning for me. Oh my God, Skelly girl. Holy shit. Thank you for watching the Trashy V12 BMW stream at almost 12 in the freaking morning. You must be in Cali. I'm jealous. Or somewhere West Coast. All right, now we're adding a absurd but tolerable amount of cayenne pepper. You can adjust the grind on the top You can, oh, yeah, no, I'm already on the finest setting. I don't know, maybe a less fine setting would help. All right, going with that much cayenne pepper for now. We might add more later for tasting, or, well, once we taste it. All right, black pepper, cayenne, thyme, bay leaves. I forget already how to pronounce this dude's name, but Tony's freaking Creole season. That's definitely how you say it, season. No, I'm in Penn. Oh, Pennsylvania? What? Oh, duh. Holy crud. Yeah, duh. East Coast is freaking earlier than West Coast. Wow, I am dumb. Thank you for freaking explaining. Oh my god, call me Turner's here. Stand by for liftoff. This is Turner to Trashy. Do you copy? I copy, Turner. Welcome to stream, Turner. Thank you for tuning in. I'm supposed to add, I want to say, a table... Actually, maybe it's a teaspoon of thyme. I don't know. I'm going heavy on the thyme. I love thyme. Can never have enough of it, both in cooking and in general. Although it is pretty hard to freaking shave off of these branches sometimes. God dang thyme branches. Alright. Do a little of this, a little of that, hopefully... Not, oh yeah, we're getting stems in there. You don't want your stems from the thyme in the stew. Gosh dang, this smells good though. I'm stuck in the engine. Project cars. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Do you happen to be 6 quarts of 0W20? Copy that. A lift off in T10 seconds. Sounds good. Call me Turner. I'm going to be so hot. Wait, what? It's going to be so hot. It's going to be 103. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was hot as heck today out here in Illinois. 90 something, I want to say. I do love hot weather, but sheesh, not really that hot. Oh yeah, I think we're... Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a cooked piece of bacon right there. All right, I'm gonna turn our burner off. Oh yeah, that's bada bing, bada bacon. All right, over here. Yep. All right. Oh my God, it was 108. Holy crud! That bacon looks burnt and cold. J Vidales, it is. I can guarantee you, not burnt yet. We still got some flop. I don't know if you can see the flop going on. The edges look burnt because it's I forget what Black Forest smoked bacon or something like that. So we're throwing it back in there until I'm ready to chop that up. Because somebody in the chat told me I can leave it in there. Pool? Yeah, I wish I had a pool. Let's throw some more thyme in, right, chat? Like I said, you can never have too much time, especially on your hands. Perfectly cooked. Gordon Ramsay got no on Trashy. That's what I'm talking about, Fly Tomorrow. Thank you for the bacon cooking compliment out here. Gordon Ramsay ain't got on Trashy. I do love Gordon Ramsay's burger cooking method. Just basting the crud out of it in butter constantly. Makes for a nice, juicy, buttery burger. There's nothing like a butter burger, chat. If y'all have never been to a Culver's, go find a Culver's and take a freaking road trip out to one, because they got some absolutely fire butter burgers. God, removing these tiny little leaves from these stems is like work. Holy shoot. And I know I'm probably eventually going to drop one of these stems in here and just not going to want to get it out. And or not feel like getting it out. Trashy, I built a union in my Minecraft realm? That sounds pretty sick. I used to love playing Minecraft. I haven't played that in forever, TBH. What do you play it on, Call Me Turn? You playing on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, phone? Because, right, they got it on phones now, too, right? Trashy, read my comment. Project Cars, let me go look for it. Trashy, it's time we talk. It's been 3 years since that bacon's been on the pan. It's crispy enough. If you keep this up, the doctor will have some bad news. Oh, my God. I think the doctor's already got some bad news for me, Project Cars, but you're right. I probably don't need another reason to get bad news from my doctor. Let's pull that freaking bacon off and throw it on a goddamn paper towel. Put it right back on the pack so we don't drip onto the counter. I gotta say, though, the bacon is looking dang near freaking perfect out here. It's looking a little dark, but I can guarantee you that is not too done for me. It's still got a little bit of flop, just enough. All right. Just so y'all believe me, I'm showing you under the light. That's what I'm talking about. It is. You're right. It's got a little bit of charring going on, but I'm calling that perfect. All right. Definitely need to add these spices before I cook this down into a puddle of nothing. All right. I think we've added, I don't know. Let's just do this again, right? Get as much time in there as I can. I'm spending so much time putting in time. All right, that's good. Calling it there. Let's throw our bay leaves in. Let's throw, like I've said in the beginning of this chat, I highly recommend using dry bay leaves. I think they end up adding more flavor at the end of the day. I'm probably going to put more than the recommended 3 in there because these are not dry bay leaves, but there we go. Creole seasoning. I wish I had a pool. Oh, I feel that. Burnt ends, yo. There we go. Burnt toast. Thank you for dropping in the live and dropping some burnt ends in the chat. Tablespoon. Yeah, tablespoon, right? A little bit more. All right, perfect. All right, stir that up. I think we add the beans in the liquid now, if I am remembering this recipe correctly. Added the seasoning. Red beans, we got to add the bacon. All right, red beans and then the bacon and then the liquids. All right. Let's see here. Do I have... Yes, I think I do somewhere. Yes, a utensil to scoop beans out of liquid. We might end up dumping some of that bean juice into this to try and top off the mixture here, but we'll see. Welcome back, VB. Holy crud. Have you ever had ranch Kraft mac and cheese? You know, I have actually had ranch Kraft mac and cheese, Skelly Girl. I wasn't super impressed by it, but it also wasn't the most disgusting mac and cheese I've ever had, so... I actually thought I was going to like the jalapeno mac and cheese, and I think I liked it much less than the ranch, if I remember correctly. Have you had the ranch mac and cheese, Skelly Girl? No, the bacon is already cooked. Yes, the bacon is already cooked. Look at that. Bada bing, bada bean. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all these beans out of here, to be honest. Y'all see any beans down there? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, well, there's one. I don't know. I guess let's do it bean at a time, right? I would like to use all of my beans. I only had 1 can on me, so we're only using 1 can, but I highly recommend using like 1.5 cans, maybe even 2 cans if you really want to go for it. All right, we got the beans in. We got to put the bacon in. That is a crucial aspect. Let that sit there a minute. Kind of want to get the bay leaves covered up so they hopefully transfer some flavor even though they're not dry. Yeah, sure. All right. Oh, this is the longest recipe ever. I still got the cutting board over here, and I think the last thing I cut on it was garlic, so screw it, we're using it again. Look at this mess I've made, chat. Holy shite. Mate, that's it. Try my bigger beans instead. Oh, you're right. I should have went with Project Car's bigger beans. All right, slice of bacon, slice of bacon, slice of bacon. Thank you to whoever the heck's blasting off hearts in the corner. Slice of bacon. Wash my knife real quick. All right. You gotta test the bacon. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Oh yeah. That is legitimately perfect. Beef jerky texture out the wah. Kind of hard to cut, but I think that's because it's so thick. Ugh. Oh, actually, got a little crispiness going on some of them here. Yeah, we're definitely going to be eating plastic tonight. And see, I feel like I would definitely recommend going more on the crispy side for this recipe because you're putting this in a bunch of liquid and it's only going to get softer from there. Oh yeah. I feel like this bacon might be dulling my knife. Maybe I shouldn't have cut it. Maybe I should have just broke it up with my dang hands. Oh, you know, I should probably just like stack it on top of each other. Jeez, I have literally the most inefficient cutting techniques out here. If I've taught you guys anything in the past, I don't know, 3 years, it's definitely how not to cut things properly. Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna do, oh God. I'm gonna cut it up just a little bit more because I kind of want to disperse it as much throughout as I can. There's a piece of thyme. Yeah, okay. That'll do it, I think. Let's throw that in. Bada bing, bada bacon, chat. All right. This is already looking grade A. All right, that'll do it. And now we add a bunch of liquids. So basically what my rule is here is you just add liquids until, oh, that's always nice when the whole thing comes off. You know, I went to the store one time and I picked one of these up and I literally bumped this thing with my like hand or something and it just popped right off. And then I went and picked up another one and I like, you know, like moved this thing around on it on the second one and it just popped off too. And then the store had like multiple things without the tops on it because I ruined it. But honestly, the manufacturer needs to freaking glue those better. All right, we're just gonna start dumping. All right, yeah. So my rule here is fill your pot up to where it's past the top of all of your vegetables and meats and stuff like that. I think I'm actually good on that. I'm gonna add some chicken broth because get rid of this too. And I don't even think we're gonna have to add the bean juice. I think we're just gonna run with chicken broth and beef broth. Actually, we'll add a little bit of the bean juice. A little more beef broth. So like this is pretty much the like level that you want it, where like everything is submerged. Just for the freaking heck of it, and because I know it's gonna cook down a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. Get some of that starch up in there. Yeah, something like that. This will cook down a little bit, so we'll be good with a little added liquid. And I think what are we on now? Add liquid. Everything is submerged, plus a bit. Skim bean foam. Simmer. Crush some beans. Cook rice. All right, we got to cook the rice next. So since I don't have a pot anymore, I think I'm gonna clean this out and cook the rice in a freaking pan, which is totally a violation, but we're gonna do it. Let's put the top on the pot because we're trying to simmer this sucker. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, jeezless, this is a mess. Okay. Yeah, check that mess out, chat. I don't know if this time is even worth trying to save. We'll do it for the love of the herbs. Oh, and where the heck are my bay leaves? I must have already put those back. All right. Dump this bacon grease in here. Oh, geez, I'm dripping bacon grease or something. Bacon grease or bean juice, one of the two. Where is Miss Trashy? Oh my goodness. Bynes, you must have not been here for a while. She is not here at all anymore. And not exactly by my choice. LWK, yes, but no, it sounds like I'm saying the truth. What? This is definitely not how you clean a pan, but my sponge is in the sink and I don't feel like using soap and getting a scrub daddy all over this thing. All right, there we go. Fresh as ever. All right. Now we got to figure out how to cook rice in a pan, which I've never done before, but we're doing it today. Oh, do I use the last of the minute rice? I guess. All right. How does this work? Isn't it like 1 cup to 1 cup, if I remember correctly? I want to say it is. Where's your secrets, instant rice? Serving rice, 1 cup, okay, yeah, so it's 1-to-1 ratio. Gotcha. Okay, we can make that happen. Actually, I'm using my cute little hard cups because I got them and I paid for them. All right, 1 cup and 1 cup. Cutting cheese, Skelly Girl. Surprisingly, in this recipe, we're not actually cutting cheese today. How do you open this thing? There we go. Oh, that was a fail. Just closed itself right back up with the rice. Oh my lord. All right, that little flap is getting torn the heck out. Oh, I left the fridge open. Y'all, Miss Trashy would be pissed, though, if she saw this. All right. Okay, 1 cup of rice. I think that's all I should need, probably. That's what we're gonna start with. And you know what? Just for the love of it, I'm just gonna toss a little bit of beef broth in here. I don't know if you can cook rice in beef broth, but I'm about to find out. And then we're gonna fill the rest of it up with water. That's precarious. Oh God. Oh God. All right, there we go. Okay. Why do I feel like that is not gonna cook well? I don't know. I see people making rice in woks all the time. I mean, a wok is basically a pan, right? Actually, I think it says I'm supposed to microwave this. No, it says stovetop. In a medium saucepan. Well, shoot, this is a saucepan, right? I mean, basically. Bring water to a boil using... Oh, see, I'm supposed to bring it to a boil first. Stir in rice and cover. Remove from heat. Let stand 5 minutes. Gotcha. Okay, so... This is probably going to be effed up, but we're going to run with it. Oh, that's instant rice. Yes, this is instant rice because we are cheap and lazy. Bob Cox. Chicken Slot says 2 to 1. The instant rice box is telling me 1 to 1 on everything. Rice 1, water 1, rice 2, water 2. I don't know. You know what? We'll add a little bit more. What is the 2 ratio? I'm assuming the 2 ratio is water. I'll add a little bit more water. And you know what? I'm gonna finish that sucker off. There we go. All right, that was some beef broth we dumped in there. It's good? Oh, okay, well, there, I just screwed it up for you, Bob. All right, this is definitely not made for stirring, so let's throw that back in the sink. All right. I should be cleaning up as I go, I'm just not. Let's throw this in the garbage, or I should say recycling. Start putting some stuff back here. Watch that rice to make sure I don't burn the freaking rice. At least I got a whole nother box if I do, but oh, if I burnt the rice, that would be equally as if not more depressing than burning the bacon. Let's actually check on our vegetables and beans over here. Not even simmering. Gotcha. Okay. Oh my God, this smells freaking amazing though. Alright, cover that back up. Hopefully that's going to start simmering for us in a second here. Maybe I should turn to medium heat and get it up there. I don't know if I should stir rice with the same thing, but I'm gonna. And it looks like it's cooking. Definitely ain't there yet, but it looks like it's absorbing some water. I'm just trying to watch the rice burning. LOL, Chach. Please continue watching to see the rice burn. Also, what the heck are you doing up at this hour, Chach? It's freaking 11:21. And don't ask me why I'm making dinner at this hour, because it should be apparent by now that I'm just fucking shit up. I mean, sorry, Chad. Gangster says yummy rice. Heck yeah. I mean, the rice is definitely not the yummy part here. We're making red beans and rice. We got a whole pot full of shite out here. I got a whole countertop I need to start cleaning up. Whole load of broth containers. I'm sorry for the rice. Brisk Kid, love the name. Thank you for being sorry. You better be, brother. Oh, I'll throw out our bags and bags and... Oh, there's the freaking... Gosh dang bay leaves. You graduated? Yeah, no, I 100% graduated, Call Me Turner. That was about, oh shoot, what, 10 years ago? Hannah, oh my goodness, just dropping in the chat with a freaking donation. I gotta flip the camera for that one. Thank you so much, Hannah, for the freaking dono on the stream. I hope you're doing good. Very, very good to see you back out here. I hope you're having a good night. We're having a good night making some red beans and rice out here, and I need to hopefully not burn this rice. Chach Enterprises, you missed burning bacon. That was fun. But luckily we saved it because we had half a pack left, so now we got unburnt bacon in the red beans and rice mixture. I should say the red bean mixture because this is the rice. Also, I feel like at some point here, yeah, this is definitely not the right pan to cook rice in, but we're running with it. How you been, Hannah? What the heck are you up to? Thank you for dropping a freaking dono. And thank you to everybody who's hearting it up, and or actually, I think I'm the only one who can heart it, but thank you to everybody who's liking Hannah's dono in the chat. Dang, that was a good piece of celery. I missed it. What happened there? I don't even know. How you know I should chop these chives up? That's something I should do. Let's clean off this cutting board. Let's chop some chives, chat. AADWQ says, you need more water than cover the... Oh, you're right. Okay, all right, you're right. This is an imperative that we cover it, so we can definitely switch that. And you know what? I probably should put a little bit more water in here, but of course I've thrown the cup I was using for the water in the sink, nailed it. And this isn't really a spoon, but that's never stopped me before. Oh Lord! All right, there's a little bit more water, and I always forget that you can fill the top of this with water and then just dump it in. I already have put like more than a cup of water in here, and they told me only put a cup of water. So, dang, is somebody taking a piss in the background? Oh no, it's just me. All right. Bada bing. This stew needs to freaking simmer. Turn it up a little bit more. All right, let's clean this cutting board off and let's chop some chives we got over here. That actually does not look like enough chives, I'm not gonna lie, but probably for one serving that'll be enough. Soap it up. Stew looks watery. Rizmile, yes, it's definitely watery. You want it watery to begin with because we're going to smash some of the beans that we put in it, and that is going to thicken it up surprisingly considerably. You will see. It will definitely become more of like a, I don't know, not even more probably thick than a chili by the time it's done cooking here. All right, let's chop some chives. Who remembers the app The Chive? Holy crud. Hashtag throwback. And you know, I should probably wash the chives too because I picked them out of the GD and dirt. Chives. Oh my goodness, somebody's dropping owls in the chat. I don't know who. Call Me Turner, thank you for the freaking owls in the chat. Nico says, Trashy, did you wash the rice? No, I did not wash the rice. Honestly, I feel like I have heard of that, Nico, but I don't know anybody who actually washes the rice. What is the benefit, Nico? I don't, from what I'm aware of, unwashed rice is not unsanitary, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. I'm definitely not a rice expert. I am a ricer expert, though. Trying to get these into a bunch of chunks so I don't cut each chive individually like we were cutting vegetables earlier. That chive got some spots on it. I'm gonna leave him out. Sure. Gotta say, these are some thin freaking chives. I kind of wish they were a bit thicker, but... Trashy, I cut myself while cutting. Cheese! Oh my goodness, Skelly. That's not good. Don't cut yourself while cutting cheese, and don't cut the cheese around me. Alright, I'm gonna say that's good enough. Let's chop. Alright, there's our chives. That was probably just enough to garnish one serving, so... And then there's a bunch of waste, which is probably equal to the amount of chives we just chopped, but we're going to throw it out because it's got, I don't know, crusty ends and spots on it. I ain't eating no spots. AADWQ, thank you for the freaking thumbs up to you, brother. Alright, we're not simmering, but we are, maybe we're simmering a little. We're steaming. We want to be simmering, though. Turner is an online bully, says Vines. LOL. I think you might be the online bully, Vines. Only one way to fix that? Oh, am I burning the rice? Huh. Only a little. Definitely shouldn't be sticking to the pan like that. I am going to pull that off. Yeah, definitely had the temp up a little bit too high, but I'm gonna say that's you know, good enough. I'm gonna try some of this right here, right now, and I think we should be good. Don't worry, the like golden-ish color is not because I burnt it. It's because I mean, maybe I did burn it, but the brownish color is because I added beef broth to the rice. Let's try a little piece here. Oh yeah, perfect. Pull it off the heat. Golly, instant rice for the win. All right, get the I don't know, whatever's going on with that over here. And you know what? Because I am so freaking lazy and I don't want to pull this out of the pan until everything else is done cooking, I am going to do an old trick that I learned on how to prevent stuff from cooking more in a pan, which if I can get this gimbal to sit down, I will do. You spray the bottom of the pan with water to cool it down. Nothing like some water cooling, you know what I'm saying? Alright, and yeah, I mean, we're basically cool to the touch. Or cool enough to the touch, I should say. We'll throw this over here on a burner that's not on. Or actually, yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm putting it over here. I want it out of my stinking way. This is still not simmering, so I'm going to turn this up even more. It should probably only, I mean, I guess this is a smaller burner and a bigger pot, so that's probably our issue here, but we got to cook this down a little. Why is the whole chat against me? Well, I don't know, Call Me Turner. I mean, I love you out here, Call Me. Chach Enterprises says, Foghorn just threatened me. Oh, there actually is a person in the chat named Foghorn. Be nice or end up like fried rice. LOL. Turner's a loose cannon. He's making the stream not fun. I'm pretty sure Chach and Bynes are just trolls. Call Me Turner, don't worry about them. I'm going to bed, so sorry. Static JDM, that is okay. Thank you for being here, and good to freaking see you out here, Static JDM. Hope you're doing well. Hope you sleep well tonight. We will hopefully see you in the next one. I mean, we're steaming, but I don't know. I don't see any bubbles coming out of there yet. And that's definitely what I'm looking for. I don't know. Let's turn it up even more. So let's send it, right? Yeah. There's 11. We got an 11? No. We got high. I'm not trying to be greeted by my stove. I'm trying to cook out here. Put the lid on. Nico, you're absolutely freaking right. I was using the lid to cook the rice, but you're absolutely right. There we go. All right, we're gonna let that sit a minute, and I mean, that's basically it. Like, we basically just let this sit until it's simmering. We're gonna simmer it for, I don't know, probably 30 minutes. I'm gonna go sit down in my, actually, you know, let's sit down in the kitchen. Everything in my house is messed up right now. I got tons of Tupperware containers over here because these are old Tupperware containers that I am using for bathing parts in solvent. We've got all of the shelving in my apartment completely taken apart, and we're redoing it. Well, by we, I mean me. And then, oh, what else? Oh my God, I was in my attic today. The air conditioning upstairs absolutely sucks. So I went up there to figure out what's going on, and it turns out that the people who installed all of the insulated tubing in the attic for the air conditioning system. Oh wow, what the heck is that? That's rice. It turns out that the people who installed all of the insulated tubing went full Bob the Builder on it, and instead of pulling the plastic like wire coiled tubing over the metal, I don't know, adapters, they pulled the outside of the insulation over them. So where the air blows from, it basically pushed the plastic tubing up into the insulation and completely blocked it in multiple vents. So I got to spend, I don't know, probably 2 hours tearing all that apart and then putting it all back together correctly. Bob Cox says, "Dah." Every video is getting slow speed talking is going. I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. Good to see you out here, though, Andy. Welcome to the freaking stream. For me, your face, I. Skelly girl, I'm so glad for you. Washing the rice is literally why you do it, because it's dirty. It also lets it have less starch. Okay, I could see eliminating some starch from it. That makes sense. I didn't know rice was dirty, but maybe it is, and I've just been eating it. You know, I feel like if you cook, I don't know. If you're cooking rice, I would assume that it's getting up to a temperature where it kills bacteria, but I guess it doesn't kill dirt. Trashy, you been cooking from 2026. It's 2027 already. I know. What time did we start this? All right, we started this 114 minutes ago. At least we started the live. I actually started cooking the beans even before that. We're 2 hours into cooking this. It should be done hopefully soon. Buy a rice cooker also, please. Nico, you're absolutely right. I should buy a rice cooker. That's a good idea. Skelly Girl says, yeah. It's not about the dirt. Need to rinse 3 times. Bob Cox. Okay, well, that is good to know. Even instant rice? Turner just committed a felony. Wow. Call Me Turner is really out here. And a wok. I do need a wok, Nico, 100%. I'm honestly so tired of cooking on Teflon pans. I hate the idea that Teflon is getting in my food, even though I know my pans aren't scratched, and it's probably not, but I just hate the idea. I went on to World Tour, came back, cooking still going on. Yes, cooking is still going on, Fly Tomorrow. It's cooking in the background. In fact, I probably need to check it in a minute here. By saying bad word? I don't know what you mean, Call Me Turner. Did you say a bad word? Did Chach Enterprises say a bad word? Turner, you will have to pay for your sins. LOL. You guys need to calm down. VB for life. Trying to hold it down out here. Is a sorry what you want? LOL. Boiling, Bob Cox. Simmering is more what I'm looking for, but we might be boiling at this point. Let's go find out here. Oh, there's my ugly face again. Okay, I see some simmering. Actually, no, that's boiling. That's boiling, 100% boiling. That's good, though, because when I take this top off, it's probably not going to be boiling anymore, and we definitely want it boil simmering. What do y'all consider a simmer? Is that a simmer? I think that's a simmer, right? Maybe a little bit more of a boil. I also recommend like scooping this foam to the side and trying to siphon it off if you can, but if you can't, just stir it the heck in, Little bean foam never killed anybody. I shouldn't actually say that. Maybe it has. I don't know. Nico says, and I guess at this point you might as well buy an espresso machine, pasta machine, 1,000-watt microwave, and a gas stove. You're definitely probably right about the gas stove. I already got a 1,000-watt microwave. Espresso machine, it's not really an espresso machine, but you know what? I'm calling it an espresso machine. Are you adding any squirrel meat to that soup? Good source of protein. Your mama so fat. I am not adding any squirrel meat myself, but my grandma actually has a recipe that she wrote for, she's not alive anymore, but back when she wrote a recipe for possum stew. I don't know what she was doing out here, but she was obviously cooking a possum at some point. And she also used to often, while I was alive, I distinctly remember her making snapping turtle stew with snapping turtles that my grandpa probably allegedly illegally took out of public ponds and whatnot. So pretty disgusting, I gotta say, but yeah, that's what my grandparents were up to. Groundhog too. Ooh, we do have a little groundhog in this stew. I think I'm just gonna let that simmer like that for a little bit. All right, actually, you know what? Hold on. I need a Gatorade, or what's left of a Gatorade before I start another. BRB, you get the chat, VB. Misty Love, have a good night. Thank you for. Oh well, actually, sorry, you're not leaving. Sorry, you're just BRBing. See you in a sec, Misty Love. Trashy, my favorite food is the Saturn V. What about you? My favorite actual food is pizza, but I'm trying to think what my favorite fake food is. My favorite fake food is 93 octane, 100%. Actually, no, 110 octane. What am I saying? At this point, you might as well get a new kitchen. You're freaking right, Nico. I already completely redid all the piping in my attic. I might as well just go get a new kitchen. It's 12:41 right now. Skelly Girl, holy shite. It is 11:41 for me. Thank you so much for staying up with me, Skelly Girl. I hope you're having a good night, and I hope you're having a good time watching me make red beans and rice back here. Gotta stay hydrated while you're cooking and chatting with the chat. Have you ever eaten rabbit? Nico, I have not eaten rabbit, no. I think I've been places that have served it, but I've never wanted to eat it, to be honest. I've eaten a few, like I've eaten venison, buffalo. I'm trying to think. I've eaten like duck. I'm not a huge fan of gamey meats, I'm not gonna lie. Like venison, all right, but that's actually buffalo is definitely above venison for me. But yeah, venison's as far as I'm going. I can't sleep, says Skelly Girl. I'm sorry to hear that, Skelly Girl. Unfortunately, I can't sleep either because I have dinner cooking on my stove right now, and I definitely need to finish it so I can eat. Skelly's same. VB for life, I'm sorry to hear that as well. Hopefully VB for life, it's not 12:42. Oh, it's 11:42 for you. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. You still got a little bit until you hit Skelly Girl's level, but gosh darn, you're up late too. What do you think about GE? Retro Mothman, what is G or GE? Ghee? Oh, ghee. You're talking about ghee, duh. I like it. I'm down with it. From what I'm aware, it's basically just clarified butter, but honestly, I think it's even better than clarified butter. I've had clarified butter in things many a time and on popcorn many a time, and I would say ghee's even better. Welcome back, Misty. Misty Love, welcome freaking back. Thank you for tuning back in. Wait, about to make barbecue chicken legs. Heck yeah, Monkley Jerky? I don't know, probably screwing your name up, but heck yeah, barbecue chicken legs. That sounds fire. What's up, brother? What's up, Jeff? For some reason, I feel like AHW Jeff Charles. I knew there was a W in there. What is up, Jeff Charles? Thank you for tuning back in. Good to freaking see you out here. I hope you're having a good night. What are you doing up at, I don't know, 12-ish something at night? What do you think about the EV BMW M3? I'm walking my dog. Retro Mothman, very nice. Good time to walk your dog. EV BMW M3. I honestly really like the styling of it. It sounds and looks like it's super powerful. I'm a fan so far. I haven't seen anything to dissuade me, besides maybe the lithium batteries, but hopefully one day we'll conquer that or overcome lithium batteries. What's your opinion on blue cheese? Because I'll eat anything but not blue cheese stuff. Pretty nasty, I gotta say. Nico, I actually do like blue cheese myself. There's a sandwich at one of the local sandwich shops around here that they load up with blue cheese, and it's got like a, I want to say Cajun chicken on it, but it might be buffalo chicken. I don't remember, but it is very good to me. I like blue cheese. I like blue cheese on a burger. I like blue cheese in a salad. I like blue cheese in a dressing. I like blue cheese on a sandwich. In fact, I was eating fish with mustard on it yesterday. It was pretty good. Kind of strange, but good. My favorite car is a Panzer III, LOL. Call me Turner. You out here with the freaking military jokes. I love it. 12:44 for you, I bet, Skelly Girl. It's 11:44 for me. Damn, I stand up too fast. I got lightheaded. Misty Love, that'll happen. Watch out. Don't fall down. Search it up. I know what a Panzer III. Oh, it's a tank. Oh, yeah, it's a tank, right? For a second, I had to second guess myself and thought it was a plane, but yeah, tank. Feta cheese on a burger is my favorite cheese to put on a burger. Oh, okay, Nico. I don't mind feta cheese. I definitely, I think I prefer blue cheese over feta cheese, to be honest, but I don't mind feta. I had a really good wrap recently with some feta cheese in it. My favorite car is a 1991 Toyota Sarah. Ooh, Retro Mothman. Those are cool. They got the McLaren, or not McLaren, but they got the gull-wing doors with the McLaren windows, if I remember correctly. Pretty cool car, but very underpowered, unfortunately. Somebody should LS swap one of those. You should be the one to do it, Retro Mothman. Go get an LS swap. I want a Jeep Wrangler with 4 doors, the color hunter green or purple. Ooh, Skelly Girl, purple? That sounds freaking BA. I would love a purple Jeep. Anything purple, to be honest. Give me a purple Honda Accord. I'd take it. Call me Turner says agreed. Heck yeah. My favorite plane is B-29 Bomber. Heck yeah, call me Turner. My favorite plane, I think, oh, I'm forgetting the name of it. The SR-72, I want to say. Blackbird? Black, yeah, something, black something. Love the black thing. I asked my dad how he stayed married so long. He said, death was cheaper than divorce. Hyperdrive memes, thank you for the funny freaking joke in the chat. Haven't had enough today. Thank you for being one to drop one, Hyperdrive. Appreciate you out here, and shout out to you. Sabrina Lara, oh my goodness, long time no see. Hope you didn't mind me asking, how is Miss Trashy's dizziness? I do not know Miss Sabrina Lara. You probably haven't been here in a while because you don't have to delete that, Misty Love, but thank Thank you, I suppose. Miss Trashy is no longer here. Sabrina Lara. Nico Scoloidis says, my favorite plane is the Airbus A310. That's not a bad one, Nico. You can definitely transport some people and some things in that sucker. My favorite plane is paper plane I made when I was 7. Heck yeah, Vladimir. Can't go wrong with a paper airplane. A10 Warthog says Stu 927. Heck yeah, A10 Warthog. That's another good plane right there. Two jet engines, if I remember correctly. Which, I mean, the SR-72 Blackbird, whatever it is, I think also has 2 jet engines, but it's like a mini version. My second fave is the Black Dorito, more known as the B2 Spirit. I would say my second favorite is the B2 as well. Call me Turner. Very, very cool design. From what I've heard, it doesn't fly well. And I'm not gonna say anyways. My grandfather wanted his ashes scattered in the place that made him happy, so we sprinkled them where he got divorced. Hyperdrive out here with the freaking divorce jokes. Love the freaking jokes in the stream. Thank you, Hyperdrive. Sabrina Lara, oh, shucks, my bad, no worries. I still support you. Thank you very much, Sabrina Lara. Very much appreciate it, and 100%, no worries. We just keep moving on. Wait, where's Trashy, says Nico. Are you just realizing, Nico? I just explained it. What's good, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Oh, god dang, it is Tuesday still. I thought it was Wednesday. I'm at 11:49 right now, Danielle, so I'm about to be on Wednesday, but thank you for wishing me a happy Tuesday. It is a happy Tuesday. We're making red beans and rice. Hopefully, oh my god, I don't know if I'm going to finish the red beans and rice before tomorrow. That's too funny. Karin Tajik, what's going on, Karin? Good to see you back. What's got 4 legs and a hand? A lion in a daycare center. LO freaking L, Hyperdrive memes. Gosh darn, you got some good jokes out here. Ones I've never heard too. Love it. Also, the text said B29 with Enola Gay written on the side. Gotcha, Call Me Turner. I think I remember that specific plane that you're talking about. My favorite plane is the Windows XP background. Nice one, Stu. Do you watch Kill Tony Barthol X6E? I do actually watch Kill Tony sometimes. I honestly don't love, I forget his last name, but Kill Tony's vibe, to be honest. I don't love his vibe. He's got some good, I don't know what you want to call them, comments, jokes, facetious comebacks. But I honestly think that the other comedians that he hosts on there are a lot more funny than he is. Although it's a good program to see, you know, a mix of comedians roasting a bunch of people. So I love getting roasted myself. So gotta appreciate it. Bjorn Depp says hi. What's up, Bjorn Depp? Thank you for tuning in. Good to freaking see you out here. I swear you were just here. If you were already here and you're returning, welcome back, Bjorn Depp. Misty, okay, I'm reading somebody else chatting to somebody else. Barthol says, understandable. Thank you for understanding, Barthol. By the way, Misty, I commented on your vid. Heck yeah, VB for life. Thank you for sharing some love outside the chat. Also, when is the one Roblox Scientology speedrun with Tom Cruise speedrun happening? That's a good question, Call Me Turner. I don't even know when that's happening. Let me know if you know. Thank you to whoever's blasting off hearts in the corner. Misty, that's weird. All right. Love your live where you went roller skating, I think. Sabrina Lara. I'm trying to think. Did I go roller skating? I don't remember. We should go roller skating though, Sabrina Lara. We went to an arcade. We should go back to that arcade. That arcade was fun. Toby Maguire, what happened, man? LOL, Ian Anderson. That's one I haven't gotten in a while. Thank you for the Toby Maguire freaking roast / shout out / call out in the freaking comments. Ian Anderson, appreciate you out here and shout out to you. If I could have any car, it would be a 2017 Vanta Black. Oh, Vanta Black, the color. I was like, what car is that? Lamborghini Aventador. Oh my goodness. Lamborghini Aventador with a body kit with green underglow. Metro. Oh my God, I can't talk. Retro Mothman. That's a hell of a combination right there, and I do not disagree. 100%. If I remember correctly, Vanta Black is the matte black paint job, and green underglow sounds fire. Bring back underglow, chat. Where the heck did underglow go? I love underglow. Let me check it out, BB. You have a snatch jawline. Scally girl, thank you for whatever that means. I don't even know what the heck snatch means besides something inappropriate, but thank you, Scally girl. Asking for attention, nothing else. What? Oh, Fly Tomorrow, I see you out here. Thank you for being out here, Fly Tomorrow. I appreciate you, brother. Or sister. Not sure, I assume you're a brother. Sabrina Lara, thank you very much for the gold coin and support on the stream. I very, very much appreciate you and your support. It mess a awesome jawline. Well, thank you, Skelly girl. Oh, it means an awesome jawline. All right, I'm gonna have to research that word and start using it if that does in fact mean that. Thank you very much, Skelly girl. The dopest jawline on YouTube Live, Josh Key, thank you for the jawline compliment, brother. I appreciate it. Skelly girl, thank you for the jawline compliment as well. Call Me Turner is pissed out here? What happened, Call Me Turner? Is it because we stopped talking about planes? I am man. Otherwise, I would have been hitting on you non-stop, Trashy. LOL, Fly Tomorrow. LOL, that's a good one. All right, we are simmering out here. I'm checking this red beans and rice. All right, so for the people that were concerned about the amount of liquid we added, we're back down to basically the tops of the beans and the meats. I'm going to gently caress some beans against the side of the pot here. Let's see actually. Let's pull a bean out and see how pliable it is. You want to cook this down until basically the beans are softened. That's all you're really trying to accomplish by cooking it here. But then once the beans are softened, let's see how soft these are or aren't. Once the beans are softened, you're going to want to like smash some of the beans against the side of the pot to kind of like get the inside of the bean into... You don't want to crush them all, but you definitely want to mash up a few. Okay, they're getting soft. Soft enough for me. It could be definitely a little bit softer. I mean, like, there's still a little resistance, but I mean, something like that is what you're looking for. We'll stir that back in and crush some beans here. Oh, this is going to be freaking amazing when it finally gets off of this stove. Probably needs to cook a little bit more so those beans soften up enough to like really start incorporating into the let's see here. Yeah, I mean, oh, they just fell down, but you can kind of see like I crushed these beans against the side. They crushed, but they're not like super mushy. That's kind of where you want them, is like super mushy. It smells freaking amazing, though. No, please don't talk about it. Let's have a moment of silence for the Tom Cruise speedrun game. For real, Call Me Turner, 100%. Moment of silence, everybody. All right, I think that was long enough. If Trashy cry, I cry out. Misty Love, oh, thank you, Misty Love. But I don't want to talk about it. VB for life? What are we, Nico? It's a long... Oh, okay, hold on. I need to scroll up here. Oh, I missed Hyperdrive's joke. What's the worst combination? Alzheimer's and diarrhea. You're running, but you can't even remember where. Hyperdrive, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, I'm looking for VB for life's comment. Let me read my last comment. I'm looking. VB for life. The last comment I see before that is, okay, Misty, and Misty, that's weird. Please redrop the comment, VB for life. Jerry Yoder says, is that soup? This is kind of soup, yeah, Jerry Yoder. This is kind of soup. It's actually red beans and rice, which is kind of like a soup, kind of like a chili. It's a Cajun, oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but that bean crushed the heck up. That's what we want to see. So, yeah, once you can start crushing some beans, crush a few against the side, and continue stirring to try and get the bean innards kind of incorporated into the stew. I keep calling it a stew. I'm really not sure what red beans and rice is, to be honest. Like, the classification. I'm calling it a stew. It's definitely more of a stew than it is a soup. I mean, you could actually just call it here, and you could eat it just like this. I just like to crush the beans up in it. I feel like that's more traditional Cajun style. Did my voice just crack? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Crushing those beans. And you kind of got to stir it a little violently once you crush the beans, because those bean innards will not completely incorporate into everything else unless they're kind of like bumping around with a bunch of stuff. So once they're soft, start crushing, start stirring. Try and sink your non-dry bay leaves in, because you should have bought dry ones and you didn't. And you can see we're starting to get a much more, like, I don't know. It's still watery, but you're starting to get a much more, I don't know, darker, less clear looking liquid once you start crushing some beans and stirring the crud out of it. I'm actually going to taste the liquid here really quick just to see where we're at seasoning wise. But yeah, I mean, this is looking good. We're getting there. Could be a little bit cloudier / thicker, but we're going to keep cooking it down, smashing beans, and we'll get there. All right, let me taste this real quick. Oh yeah. I think we're right at the right seasoning amount. Cayenne pepper's on point. Enough to give you a little whew, but not send you home crying. Just keep smashing the beans. I gotta say, it actually is not as easy as it typically is to smash these beans with this silicone spatula, but yeah, it works. It's been Wednesday for me. Skelly, yes, it has been Wednesday for you, yeah, and it is now actually Wednesday for me as well. It's 12:01. So, turns out it took until tomorrow to finish making this, but it tastes so good, I'm not even mad. Definitely plan better than I do if you're making this. Don't start at, I don't know what time, 9 or 10 o'clock, something like that. And now you could probably just dump the rice into this and start serving it here once you've got like a reasonable enough consistency. But I'm gonna top it with rice and then kind of stir it in as I see fit. So like in a per serving bowl, not just dump it in here. I think we're about there, to be honest. This is looking like a, yeah, I mean, you want to see like some serious cloudiness. I think I actually might cook it down just a little tiny bit more. I don't want to crush all my beans out here. And I mean, you could keep cooking this forever, to be honest. You could put this in a crock pot and let it sit like all freaking day and just keep adding liquid to kind of keep it hydrated, but I kind of did a rush job, so we're I mean, but not that it really affects it in any negative way, but yeah, you could definitely take your time with this and let the flavors really seep out of the sausages and the herbs and bay leaves and turn the beans to mush. Hannah, thank you so much for the freaking donations on the stream tonight. Very much appreciate it. And honestly, thank you so much for all your support over the years, Hannah. Thank you very much. W, that's right, Fly Tomorrow. Thank you for shouting it out. Thank you to the 6 people who liked Hannah's freaking dono. She didn't even want to say anything. She just wants to support. I freaking love her for it. I hope you're doing well, Hannah. All right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll cook this a little bit more. It's definitely looking good, though. I would almost call it here, but I actually do see a mildly considerable amount of beans still in here, so I'm still crushing some of them. It probably looks disgusting on camera, but it does taste so amazing. It's spicy and savory and vegetable-y. It's pretty much like a Cajun chili, to be honest. I suppose that is a good comparison. And if you put even more beans in here and crush them all, you can get this like very, very thick and non-stew-like, more, I don't even know, more like a freaking, I don't even know, more like a dip. Yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. 100% rest in peace, Ozzy. Trashy, are you going to share this with Miss Trashy, or is she sleeping already? I bet she's sleeping already, so yeah, she's not getting any. I think he knows VB for life. I feel like he does. I feel like that was a cheeky comment there. If not, I'm just assuming out here, and I'm sorry, Joseph Rogan. All right, I'm letting this sit for just a few more minutes, cook down just a little bit. It's honestly, I would eat that right now, but I just want to see if letting it sit will meld flavors any better. I kind of doubt it, but just for the heck of it. It's okay, Joseph Rogan. It happens, you know? Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Now I feel like a dick. You're good, Joseph Rogan. No worries, no worries. I'm not down about it. I don't need you to be down about it either. You're making me cry, Skelly girl. Oh, I'm not trying to, Skelly. Nuevo Mex 55ER says RIP Dio and Ozzy. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot about Dio, dude. Legend. And good music too. I just want Trashy to be happy. VB for life, we're doing good right now. We're making red beans and rice. I am definitely happy. What is your favorite metal band or one-man band? Ooh, you know, I really did love Metallica when I was growing up as a kid. I kind of grew out of them. I gotta say I don't know. They're kind of soft in terms of metal. I'm trying to think now who my favorite metal band is. I mean, Slipknot comes to mind. Kind of cliche, kind of overplayed. Kind of don't like listening to them just because of that, but they do have some good songs. Did you hear Oliver Tree died? I did hear Oliver Tree died, Joseph Rogan. Oliver Tree actually died, I think, while I was or hours before I was streaming, because somebody alerted me on stream while I was streaming the Red Bull spinoff in Chicago that Oliver Tree died. And I thought it was a joke, unfortunately, at first, because he's known for publicity stunts and things like that. And also people troll people dying in my chat all the time. So I thought it was a joke at first. And then I just kind of disregarded it when they told me. And then I got home and I saw the news and I was like, holy crud, he actually did. Yeah, very tragic. What's your favorite soft metal band? Nuevo Mex 55ER. I don't know if this counts, but I'm saying Linkin Park. They're like one of the only bands. There's not a lot of bands out there that I can listen to like entire albums of, and especially like multiple albums of, but Linkin Park's one of them. I don't know if you consider that soft metal, but I am. I thought it was a joke as well. Actually, probably not soft metal, to be honest. I don't know. I thought it was a joke as well, but I looked it up and it was real. I know, Joseph Rogan. Shocking, honestly. I think that's honestly a reasonable reaction, to be honest, because, I mean, it was so out of the blue and completely unexpected, at least to me, and I assume everybody else. Michael Jackson pronouns are he fly tomorrow, LOL. LOL. Call me Turner shouting it out. Love it. You should pull an all-nighter with me, says Skelly Girl. Oh my god, I can't do it, Skelly Girl. I have tons of stuff to do tomorrow. In fact, I've had... I always say this, but I always end up getting so much... It's because I just can't say no to things. But anyways, I always have so much stuff going on, and then it overwhelms my life. I need to just continue streaming while I do this stuff, because like I was working on my attic today. It wasn't fun, but I should have just streamed it. I was working on projects for graphic design for people today. I should have just streamed either myself or maybe some of the stuff I was working on. Trashy, I re-commented my comment, what you missed. Shoot, VB for life. I have been reading the chat for like, I don't know. Oh, you said you always share love. Thank you very much, VB for life. I think that's what you mean. And thank you very much for doing that. I very, very much appreciate you for doing that. Can't thank you enough. Hyperdrive memes. Why did the zombie break up with his girlfriend? She just didn't have enough brains. That's a subtle but good one. Hyperdrive memes. Thank you for dropping that one in the chat. I see people are commenting in the Discord, and I just realized I haven't been charging my phone this entire time. I don't know how it hasn't died. Y'all are lucky. Actually, I'm lucky. Skelly Girl says he who. Love it, Skelly Girl. I think I caught everybody's. All-nighters are not good for you. Joseph Rogan, 100%. I have heard that getting less than 7 hours of sleep per night is one of the leading causes of dementia, or at least leading known causes of dementia. And I really, really hope I don't get dementia, because I get diarrhea a lot, and I don't want to end up like that joke that Hyperdrive was making where I don't know where I'm running. My pronouns are USA. God bless our troops. God bless America. Heck yeah, call me Turner. God bless America, 100%. Misty Love, I missed your comment. It slowly kills you. I would not doubt that, Joseph Rogan. I'm sure it inflicts more damage than just dementia, I am sure. Did you see my comment? All right, I'm looking for it. Misty Love. Trashy, I know how it is. I have been through breakup 4 times. I'm sorry to hear that, Misty Love. Yeah, unfortunately, I have been through breakups in the past as well, so I hate to say that you get used to it, but I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm psychic. Banana, well, how and why are you psychic? I'm in medical school now, by the way. Joseph Rogan, heck yeah, bro. That is impressive, and thank you for becoming a health industry, I don't know, person. We need more people in the health industry, and thank you for being one of them. Let's check out the freaking stew out here. Oh, we are actually like boiling. I need to turn that down. All right. I think we're good. Smash a few more beans here while I'm here. Oh yeah, those beans are soft now. Yeah, this is looking exactly how I was hoping for. Smash a few more beans for the heck of it. I don't like mine too thick. Some people make theirs, like I said, really thick, like a dip. This is like definitely more the consistency I like, where it's watery, but nice and, I don't know what you want to call that, dark, non-transparent. Mash a few more beans up in there, and then let's freaking serve this up in a bowl. Pull, I don't know. I guess I don't need to pull the bay leaves out. You can leave the bay leaves in. Mash a few more beans, and then, oh, you can't even see what the heck is going on here. All right. It looks so vile, I gotta say. It looks vile, but it tastes amazing. All right. Yeah, all right, that's enough bean mashing for me. I'm gonna go get a bowl, and let's get some of this in it. And some rice. Oh yeah. This is gonna take a minute because I'm using something that's not designed to be a spoon, but as a spoon. Oh my god, I'm fogging out the camera again. And the brownness is really only coming from the heavy use of broths and combination of mashed beans getting mashed up in it, but I mean, there's tons of vegetables in there, bacon, sausage. It is amazing. This is getting too hot to hold. I gotta set this down. I actually need to turn this off because we're done cooking. I'm filling up a big ass bowl because I'll pull that off the heat. It's freaking 12 o'clock. This is my dinner. All right, we'll leave that sit. There is the bowl, and I'm gonna put some, oh, that's right, we got chives too, heck yes. I gotta say, it is better with chives on the top. All right, portion some of this rice out here. something like that. And then you just kind of, oh, well, actually, sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. All right, so we got the rice on top here. And then you just kind of like push the rice into it and take off chunks as you're eating it. Throw some freaking chives on the top. Oh, yeah. That is what I'm talking about. Or 116. I'm back. Welcome back, Misty Love. Is that what marijuana looks like? I thought you were supposed to smoke it. No, this is not what marijuana looks like. That is called chives, brother. I mean, technically, I think, I don't know, chive is like an onion, but I mean, it looks like grass, to be honest. All right, so that's it. Let's go take a bite, and then I think I'm gonna sign off while I'm eating it, because I would love to freaking go to bed not very shortly after. There's some extra rice in there for sentimental effect. All right. Grab in a spoon. This is probably too hot to even touch. Not every grass. LOL, fly tomorrow. That's a good one. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Wow, I'm not gonna do it, I guess. There we go. What's up, everybody? All right, we got the red beans and rice here. Let's dig in, try it. The rice also kind of cuts down a little bit of the spice if you're scared of the spice, so I don't know. If you like spicy things, I would say maybe go a little bit heavier on the spice than you think you should, because the rice is gonna kind of cut it down a little bit, but let's get a nice. All right, so there is basically a good spoonful. It's gonna be hot as heck, I know it. I just tried it and it's amazing. Skelly girl, what the heck are you talking about? Have you ever, had sushi? Yes, I love sushi. I don't know how to make it, but I do love it. Spicy, salty, starchy. Get the flavor of the green pepper, onion. One of the best, in my opinion, Cajun dishes out there, red beans and rice. Highly recommend making it. The sausage cooks down very nicely. It's not like chewy or fatty or anything. It's very tender. I'm here. I'm eating pastaroni. Hannah, nice. Pastaroni. I always love some pastaroni. And also good to see you in the freaking chat, Hannah. Besides just dropping donos, but we do appreciate that very much as well. I tried king crab on rice ball. Actually sounds pretty good. I thought I read that wrong for a second. Rice ball and shrimp. Oh, you're talking sushi. Okay. Skelly girl. King crab on rice ball, shrimp on rice ball. That makes sense for sushi. Heck yeah. King crab in general is just fire. Trashy, sorry to keep asking, but can you please read my comment? BB for life. Trashy, that's Fly Tomorrow's comment. Please read it. Oh, the thing is, as you age, you kind of realize that how much you are in love with anyone, you will get over it, and that's just make it easier to deal with. That's an interesting way to look at it, Fly Tomorrow. I hope that isn't the case. I don't know. I haven't lived out my entire life, so I can't confirm or deny that, but I hope it's not the case. Trashy, sorry to keep asking, but oh yeah, I already read that. The sleep you will have after this meal gonna be nice. For freaking real, Fly Tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed full, definitely sleep well, and then I get to wake up at 7:30 tomorrow. Skelly Girl, I am between 20 years old and 30 years old, but you gotta guess. I don't think I've ever revealed my actual age on here. Maybe I will one day. Maybe we'll do an age reveal challenge. 7:30 today, not tomorrow. You're right, Fly, tomorrow. 7:30 today. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get dementia and die early. I don't know why lately when I call to order food, when I am about to say goodbye, I'm so used to say I love you when I get off the phone with my family, I almost say it to the worker. I've definitely been there, Joseph Rogan. I'm constantly the person that, like, people at restaurants are like, enjoy your meal, and I'm like, you too. Yeah. Skelly Girl, close. What Lego motion? What could it be? Come on, bacon. Get on the goddamn spoon. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, I'm gonna sign off. I recommend you do the same. Joseph Rogan, I think I'm gonna. Thank you for recommending that, Joseph Rogan. Thank you everybody who's been in the live stream for as long as you have been, even if you just got here. Welcome, and thank you for being here. I'm gonna sign off for the night because I need to get some sleep, and y'all probably do too. Make sure you tune in tomorrow because I'm gonna try and be live tomorrow as well. Thank you guys very much again for all the support. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody, and go make some red beans and rice. It's very good. I highly recommend it.